Here's your latest headlines with Sierra Tufts from the Wayne.com studio.
And good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. It is Thursday, May 23rd. Here are your afternoon headlines. Manchester Community Schools are facing, apologize for that. Manchester Community Schools is closed for today, which would have been their last day of school. The superintendent says a student made threats to harm classmates on the last day of school weeks ago. Police removed that student from the school environment and took them to a residential facility, but that student reportedly left the facility without authorization and hasn't been located since. The district plans to make adjustments for students who are still testing. Right now, graduation is still on for tomorrow. The superintendent tells Wayne 15 police have been popping in and out of the school today, and the normal amount of security will be there to celebrate the seniors with the addition of another officer. Several Fort Wayne park goers called police Saturday night as they say dozens of kids were shooting at each other with either BB, airsoft, or gel guns. In crowded city parks like Promenade Park, it's easy for these projectiles to strike innocent bystanders. This isn't a new problem. Nearly a year ago, we told you about police responding to teens shooting gel guns in the park. And according to police, witnesses say the bystanders were getting caught in the crossfire as Promenade Park was pretty crowded on Saturday night. They also say that there was a point that the fight seemed to be escalating. Police say when you have 50 kids fighting, it's hard for bystanders to do anything about it. So that's why police had to step in. Police say the guns that were being used are not your average Nerf gun. The projectiles can come out at 230 feet per second. Police say they received several calls about the disturbance possibly spilling over to the landing as people were dining outside. Inside this story on Wayne.com, you can learn how police are going to step up patrols in the area as well as take a look at enforcing laws that are being broken. Coming up later on tonight, we're going to learn more about a transportation assessment that was discussed earlier this morning. Also, it's Wizards Throwback Night for the Tin Caps. We'll take you there and take a look at the crowd looking to celebrate Thirsty Thursdays and the Tin Caps celebrating their heritage. Plus, we will have a live look at the Indy 500 ahead of Sunday's race. Thought it was Sunday's race. And right now, let's take a look at those weather headlines. All right, if you've been outside, you've seen that sun. You've also noticed those calmer winds than what we saw. We are looking at some possible weekend storms that may possibly interrupt those weekend plans for Memorial Day. So we'll take a look at those. Looking at Storm Tracker, things look pretty clear right now. As we take a closer look, you can still see we have some clear skies, which mean sunshine for us. A beautiful evening ahead of us before we have some changes on the horizon. Taking a look at our hourly planner, temperatures in the lower 80s as we then get into the upper 70s. Looking at our winds, you can definitely see it's calmer than what we had been seeing, which were up into the 20 mile per hour mark for sustained winds. So things looking good there. No chances of showers for us. Giving you a look at Parkview Field, of course, like I mentioned, Tin Caps in town. They're taking on the Lansing Lugnuts. It is Thirsty Thursday. It is Wizards Throwback Night. It is also the first night for fireworks for this season, and fireworks will be happening tonight, tomorrow, Friday. Well, tomorrow's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's a whole weekend of fireworks for the Tin Caps. So it's going to be a great evening tonight for them. Looking at that exclusive 10-day forecast, you can see tomorrow we're into the mid 80s, and then we have that rain chance Saturday. It's mostly going to be in the afternoon hours and later on in the evening, and that chances of rain and showers is going to continue throughout the majority of the weekend. No major washouts, but we are keeping an eye on that. We'll have a better, clear picture of what the weekend entails tomorrow as we get closer. Temperatures dipping down to the mid 70s on Sunday, then a low overnight into the 60s, and then we warm up to the lower 70s for Memorial Day. and things do get better for us. So we get back up to the 80s by June 1st. So things not too bad for us. Just unfortunately, Memorial Day weekend looking like there will be some chances of some showers and storms. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as we get closer to the weekend for you. Of course, we'll be back here tomorrow morning with you at 8:30 a.m. on Wayne.com. We'll see you at first at 5, news at 6, and Nightcast 11 at 11 tonight. In the meantime, have a great evening.